Today I'm going to review True Detective Season 1. This show is going to be like a separate story each season, so this season's story concludes, and I like that because I don't like cliffhanger. Cliffhangers suck. I gotta say this is one of the best TV shows I've ever seen in my life. And I wanted to review it for you guys because in all honesty it felt like an 8-hour movie. It felt very cinematic. It did not feel like a television show, even more so than Breaking Bad. This felt like a movie, and I love that about True Detective. Now what the show is about is two Louisiana state detectives played by Matthew McConaughey and Woody Harrelson. These guys are investigating a very gross and possibly even satanic murder that took place. But the show isn't so much about the case for a while as it is about their personal. How they get along with each other and how they don't get along. Their family lives and what's going on there and how that affects them, and the case is kind of a secondary thing for a while until the later episodes where it becomes all about that. In what has become known as the buddy cop genre, there is a humongous cliché that they have to hate each other at first and then eventually they love each other and they are brothers and wonderful and it's great. In this show they honestly hate each other, like they really hate each other. They are polar opposites, and that doesn't mean that we get entertaining scenes in which their witty banter make us laugh. They don't get along at all, and it makes their conversations fascinating, and that brings me to the dialogue and the writing. The writing for this television show is better than plenty of movies that are released nowadays. It's excellent writing, and the direction of the show is magnificent. It looks incredible, and I was so happy to learn that this show was actually filmed on, which is so cool because it gave the show such a gritty look and I adored it. These guys have to take long drives to various places to investigate certain things, and we get to see them talk, and their conversations are absolutely fascinating because Matthew McConaughey's character is a pessimist. He has a very straightforward view of life and he does not get along with too many people. He's very unorthodox, yet he's brilliant at solving cases. Woody Harrelson is much more normal, I guess you'd say. He's got an average view of his family life, he's got an average view of his job, he just wants to live his life and enjoy himself, and I thought that it was one of the most intriguing relationships I've seen on television since Mulder and Scully and The X-Files. Let's talk about that tracking shot. That tracking shot was magnificent. There's a very long take in this series that involves Matthew McConaughey trying to infiltrate some place undercover, and it was absolutely glorious. I loved it. Another great thing about this show is the narrative, how broken it is and how it jumps time. It's all done seamlessly. Guys, if you haven't checked out this show, I strongly recommend it. It is one of the better TV shows I've seen in my life. Also guys, one of the things that I filmed in LA that was in editing for a while has finally gone up on YouTube, and that is my interview with Josh McCuger of Between the Sheets. He actually interviewed me about life, YouTube, sex, everything. He asked me a lot of personal questions and is by far the most open I've ever been in an interview, so I left a link below to that discussion that I had with him. He's a really cool guy. Go subscribe to his channel and check out that interview. It's like 40 minutes of me just talking about everything that I could possibly think of. And he asked me some serious stuff about some stuff, so go check that out guys. And as always guys, thank you so much for watching, and if you like this,